Okay. Yeah, I like it. Sorry to keep you waiting.
They must be obviously through with the result and coming into a hostile environment and backs against the wall. Must be particularly pleasing.
Yeah, really proud of the group. You know, the whole collective, staff, players, and you know, all the coaches just really set up this 2-week period. We knew who our opposition was. It's not often you get a 2-week side on it, and having played them a couple of weeks ago, we thought we were really well prepped for today. To come over here, no one probably gave us too much of a chance, which we somewhat love. But yeah, really proud of the group right now.
You're very protective of your players, Craig. What was your reaction when Isaac Quaynor started getting booed?
Oh, was he actually getting booed for? I thought I was yelling at Q, but no. Look, it is disappointing. Not just Isaac, but Dan and these things. There's always stories behind things. I'm just not a booer. I said this years ago. I teach my young girls. I've got 2 beautiful young girls. G'day to Charlie and little Maggie at home. Yeah, I just get disappointed with that. I find that really disappointing.
Did it feel pointed?
I'm not sure. Just when I first heard it, I thought, that's disappointing. And geez, he must have touched the footy lot because he had a lot of the ball. Really proud of him and Dan and others. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's pointed. You'd have to ask the people that booed in the crowd.
So just on that, like he said in the rooms afterwards, he's had a difficult few weeks personally. He lifted tonight. Like, how impressed were you?
Yeah, I'm pretty keen not to make this the story of the game, really. Like, I'm sure you can report on that, but it's not the story of the game.
It's one of the important stories.
Is it though?
Understand.
Is it? No, I think there's a story behind it, and you can write what you like. I'm disappointed in the booing, but not just tonight. I've always been disappointed in the booing. We'll protect our players as best we can. We love and support them around the edges, and we'll celebrate this one.
Is that the best game, or one of the best games you've seen from your captain?
Yeah, no, he's been working towards that. I thought he played really well over here a couple of weeks ago. His ability to get his positioning right to be able to then go and intercept mark, he had an enormous amount of impact on the game. He's an integral part of what we want, and struggle without Howie and a few other things, but we've been working really hard. Jared, Geordie Roughhead, I would call him Jared. He does a fantastic job with our backs. We're coming into this game the best defence in the competition. No one really talked about that. We're pretty happy to put it on the whiteboard, make sure everyone saw it. We kept the best offence in the competition over 24 rounds to 55 points. That's not just one person, but Darcy was a big part of that.
Flo, you put a plan in place at the start of May around Jordan McGowan, given what he went through in the last 18 months. Talk us through how you got him back to where he's at now, because his last fortnight, especially tonight, he's back to that explosive best.
Yeah, it's the medical team. It's him, the resilience. There's many times this year he's gone, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. There's a period there we're talking, I'm not sure if he's going to get back. And then credit to him, he did the work. And I said a couple of weeks ago after Melbourne, it was way ahead where I thought. I was rapt to think if we had him a sub tonight. That was where I had him in my vision. And he was out there being beast mode like we love.
Do you feel like you deserve this to be in a prelim?
Oh, deserves a big word, but you got to just win this game. It's a different season. It really is a different season. That's what we sit in, and everybody else is going to play the rest of the weekend. They realise it's a different season. The game changes. Uncontested marks go out of the game. Contested possession becomes big. How you defend the ground, when to attack, all those things become big. We're just playing match play right now. Now we don't know who our next match play is against, but I know one thing, that next time we play, there's only 4 teams left.
Can you quantify how much finals experience counts in a game like that, given your experience versus their experience?
It's hard to know, isn't it? But we certainly talked it up. Because you come into a game looking for competitive advantages, and then I know internally you go, well, I think Pendle's tonight become the 4th all-time finals player. It's pretty handy to have those guys out there. Still side bottom, kick 3 goals, 2 in critical moments. You can't buy it at this time of year, that's real. But I'm sure that now they've got more experience from the opportunity they had tonight, and they're a very good opposition. We don't take that lightly.
What about the job that Ned was able to do on Dawson, especially in Perth?
Yeah, we went into the game without giving too much away. We was really worried about him. He's an elite player. Always sort of troubles us. When we get in front, he always seems to trouble us. So we just had a couple of plans in place, and Ned was one of those at times. And he's a really incredible player, and the leader that gets things moving for him. I think Ned had 9 tackles or something close to it. That's why he's in our team. Young lad playing his first final, he stood up big time.
Happy with Mason's efforts returning to the team?
Yeah, he was disappointed with his 50. I said after the game it was a bit stupid. But have a look at his next contest. Ball goes back behind him. He goes back with a flight and takes a great mark for us. And he's an important part of our team, and him at his best is really important for us.
Did he look better with him and Cameron?
I thought tonight, the connection inside 50. There's times where we couldn't get the ball going down the line. That's what finals do. Like, you force you to do things you probably don't want to do. We kept kicking it, to certain areas, and they read that play well. Mason's 7 foot tall. Just get your hands up. I still thought he could have got a couple of chopped arms and held on, but it's hard to get a free kick this time of year.
Where's Howard?
He's at home.
Injury wise.
No, he's a good healer. He keeps telling me, and he'll be a chance to prelim. I'm not going to declare that, but it'll be watch your space. I'm sure you guys will watch every move, but it'll be touch and go. I would have thought.
Is it risk reward for you? Like, he's obviously such a good player, but given his last half a dozen games, I'm not sure how many of them he's been subbed out in injury. But does all that come into it?
We went into this year learning some great lessons from last year. That we had, what the Magnets looked really good last year, and they were fit to play, but they weren't fit to perform. And that's been our catch cry all year. If someone's not fit to perform, they don't play. And we've expressed that throughout the year. You probably would have seen samples of that. That won't change now. If he's fit to perform, his Magnet will be in the team.
Sorry, just on that, so you're saying because of what you learnt last year, you'll err on the side of caution?
Not caution, we're risk takers. But he'll play if he's fit to perform.
What's the plan with Bobby Hill this weekend? Fly? Do you expect him to play in that scratch match against
We'll wait and see. There's no expectation on that. If he gets some minutes, that'd be nice. I said this week after week, one step that he takes is a big one, and another one, another one, another one. We'll just play that up. We've still got hope for Bobby. If he's home watching, we got hope for him.
Just one more on Jordan McGowan. Obviously, you had an incident with Josh Worrell. Any concern with that bum?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just got made aware of it, so I'll go and have a look at it. What do you think? I haven't seen it.
Touch and go.
Okay. All right, well, fingers crossed for that one then. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Craig.